Hello buddy, welcome to Jay's Hilltop Garage. So today what we're going to be doing, what I have to do anyway today is wash the Cup Cadet. She is filthy, I've not got her cleaned up yet. I'm going to clean her all up, get her all cleaned up, because we're going to move again soon, but I'm going to get her cleaned up first. The Ingersoll, she's doing fine, but today what we're going to be doing, is, actually I got to move all this equipment out the shop first. I'm not going to show all that, but anyway. We have this here, as far as I know, it's 2x2. I'm going to say this is about 1/2 to 3/4 inch. We'll double check that real quick. Steel. I'm not sure if it's hot rolled or cold rolled, but we're not going through all that garbage. It'd probably help if I turn the tape around the right way. So yes, this is, see there. Okay, so you're 3/8 roughly. So yeah, it's about 3/8, which is close to 1/2. Oh, it's 3x3. Do apologize for that. Anyway. So what we're going to be doing is I am going to make a T-post driver for some T-posts we got to drive coming up soon. And I'm going to probably use this a bit around the farm also. What I'd like to do is make it adjustable. And when I say adjustable, no time soon. But I would like to make it so I can put it on a post. Well, a pole. So it slides up and down on it. So this way I don't have to hold it like this way or like this way. All I gotta do is hold it on the handles and slam it. And what I really I want to do that is I want to make it so it mounts on the back of a tractor. We're not going to make it mount on the tractor today. So I'm going to make it like a normal T-post driver. But then, later on, I'm probably going to cut the hand. Actually, no, I can leave the handles on. But I'm probably going to weld some more stuff to it if I decide to and make it so it hooks up on the back of a tractor so we can drive post from the tractor. So I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, you're supposed to use round tubing. This is big enough. I tested it on T-post. It's big enough. What I need to do now is get this all cleaned up with the wire wheel. And then I got to fire up the compressor, plug in the plasma cutter. And we got to plasma cut some ends. Well, actually just one end so I can plug that. And let's see. I got some different plates I want to use. I got this real heavy duty stuff here, which I'm probably going to end up using, to be honest, because this stuff is heavy. Now, I will go ahead and say before we actually get into this, I am no professional welder, nor do I claim to be a professional welder. So, I'm not sure how I want to do this. I would like to make the piece of metal so it fits inside. And this way I can weld it, and then I can take my angle grinder at the flap disc and make it nice and smooth so it looks like the end is just always there. Alright, so we've got our materials. We have our handle. This piece I said wouldn't work for the handle holders, I actually will. I marked them, so I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Anyway, I have enough on here, and that'll work for that. And I wanted to use this stuff because this is, I think it's like 1/4 inch. So this is definitely thick enough for what I want. This is also about 1/4 inch, and this is going to be my end cap, so that's going to be in here. Now all I have to do is take the angle grinder and cut this down inside. Well, actually that won't work either. What I have to do is just compensate for this. I may have to seriously put a notch with the angle grinder, just notch this out so it goes over top of this, and when I weld it I can fill in some small holes and stuff. And the handles I'm going to make, I believe I said about 1 foot, so roughly here to here. I would do them completely to the end, but we don't need that. So, you know, even right here to right here, it's big enough to get your hand in there. So, we're going to do that. What I'm going to do now is going to take the angle grinder to the wire wheel, clean all this stuff up so it's ready for use. Then we're going to start cutting, measuring out things, and welding things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the handles down, and I'm going to weld them onto the flat stock, and then weld that onto the T-post. Because you know, to be honest with you, I would weld the flat pieces on the T-post first. But if I do it this way, it might be better, just for the sake of it'd be better. But I'm also thinking, you know, it might be easier if I do that. It just depends. I'll figure out some way I want to do it. But, you know, it's going to take a little bit to cut all this stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything cut up and ready. I think it's going to be just step by step. I'm not going to show you anything, you know, cutting everything, because I'm still not ready for that stuff, really, getting the camera all set up and everything, so I don't hurt the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff ready, cleaned up, cut up, and then we'll show it to you all the pieces laid out and ready to use. So, I'm going to go ahead and get to it, and I will see you when I get the pieces made up. Alright? Alright, everybody, so we have all the parts. This is the main part here. This is the cap. this is the handles, and this is the handle holders. So these are going to weld on like so, one on each end here. And then these are going to fit up to these, which I'm going to weld these onto this first. And then, now for this, I'm probably going to use the wire welder. If I can get some better looking welds, because I'm still not 100% good with the stick welder. However, I might try the stick welder. I'm probably just going to do all wire weld, really, because I've found out how heavy duty I can do with that, and I can do some pretty heavy duty stuff once, you know, I adjust it right. But anyway, this piece is the one that fits into here, and I did have to notch it so it fit, but it's not a tight fit, but by the time it's all welded up, it'll be filled, and I can take the angle grinder with the flap disc and do all that. But pretty much all I have to do now is weld everything up. So these pieces, I went ahead and made them 3 inches high. The tip of these is going to be welded to the tip of this down. These I made 1 foot and 1 inch long. This I made to fit inside of this, roughly just some odd measurements. And in this, I'm not even sure how long this is, but this is the way it came. That's why I'm going to use it. I did get everything cleaned up, and after every cut, I took my nice little combination square here, this one right here, and I squared all the ends up, made sure they're all nice and square so everything fits together nicely and neatly. And I even made sure all the parts were the right size and everything. So this is not my normal builds. Normally, I cut up stuff. I won't even worry about squaring everything up. Just weld it up. Whatever it looks like when it's done, it's done. It works. But on this particular project, I want this to be lasting a long, long time, and I want to start showing how good my weld work is, and I want to start showing pride in my weld. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and get these welded up, and then after I get them welded up, we're going to throw some paint on here, and she's going to look good. Now, what paint I'm going to do, I'm not sure. Oh, and I'm sure a lot of people wondering. Yes, for my regular viewers, I'm going to tell you, the John Deere 212 has finally started to be restored again. So I don't know if I want to do black. Let's see if we have enough blue or something. Like I said, eventually this is going to be modified. I'm thinking, I don't know, probably not. But I would love to be able to make one for the back of one of the garden tractors or one of the lawnmowers. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get back to work, weld this stuff up, and I will see you when it is all welded up and ready to go. What I might do is I'll weld up the handles first, show you what it looks like all done, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the cap welded on, which I'm thinking I'm going to do the cap first, so I get that all out of the way. So weld the cap in place, and then I'll worry about welding everything else. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Alright, see you in a little bit. Alright, buddy, we are finished. All I got left to do is a paint job, and I might show you when I get done with the paint. But anyway, here's what we got. We have this completely finished up product. Actually, let me stand it up here. Oop. Now, the top didn't turn out completely the way I wanted to, but it's still nice and smooth, and this is ready for paint. These welds look magnificent, if I do say so myself, being the welder. I gotta knock some of these little things off here. Probably do that with the brush and the hammer, no big deal. Now, I did notice that, which part is it? One of these top pieces is a little tilted. I think it might be this one. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's a little tilted, no big deal. Now, I know a lot of people are probably wondering why I didn't weld on this side, which I might actually go ahead and do that. I'm not sure yet. I probably ought to, so I guess I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, buddy, so, next day, but it is all painted up, all done. I went ahead and I ran these beads. Now, I know it looks like I didn't get it on there, which, to be honest, I probably should have ran a little better. But we used this thing last night driving some T-post. I didn't get a view last night, but I will today. Well, this evening when we drive some more post. But this thing does awesome. There is no other word for it. It works perfectly. I wasn't sure if it's going to work, to be honest, because this is made of square tubing. The ones I've seen are round. As far as why they're round versus square, I don't know. Maybe the metal's cheaper. Maybe just easier. Because, I mean, this, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they make them square, or why they don't make them square instead of round. I really don't. I mean, I guess you figure round fits on tighter so they don't have much slop. But, you know, what we do is we have one person holding it, which is Pa, and then one person driving it, which is either me or my sister. It just depends. I let her have a shot at it, and she did pretty good with it. I mean, this thing weighs, if I had to guess, say 20 to 30 pounds, maybe even more. But, I mean, it's not, maybe not 20, maybe not 30. But, I mean, it's got to weigh at least 20. It's above 10, I know that much. But it's heavy duty, and I drove, let me see, 1, 2, 3, I'm not sure. We drove a bit of post last night, and I'm going to make the video this evening where we finish driving it, and that'll end this video. But, yeah, we're going to drive some more posts of this thing tonight, so far. happy with it. Nothing's bent, nothing's got any dings, nothing's got any dents. Paint, it's not the best paint, but if I turn it around, it looks a lot better because that one side, I don't know why, but it had little marks on it. And then I had dropped this on the ground a couple times when we go get posts, but paint's holding up. I love this paint. It's military paint. That's what I call it anyway. Alright everybody, so I didn't get to show anything or using it to drive the post. I wish I could have, but it started raining and stuff, so we didn't do that. But in the end, this thing worked. Oh, here, I'll show it to you. This whole thing here worked marvelously. If you listen, heavy duty. Everything is very, very, very thick, so it's got some good material in it. So I wish I could have showed this to y'all while we're using it, but just couldn't because of the way the rain was and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and there will be more videos with this post driver, and it's gonna be a while, but there will be some. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next episode of Jason Top Garage. Thanks for watching.